Hey, good morning, Tom. This is Braden from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. Mate, thank you again for your inquiry on our 2021 LDV, the G10 Plus sitting here in front of me. It's an absolute glamour of a van. Mate, obviously you are a little bit far away down south, so I thought I'd make a little video for you, a little high-def virtual tour to sort of give you an idea through the car in a bit more detail than what you can obviously see through the photos and online and that kind of thing. I did email through all the quotes and everything, so I hope that came through as well. But mate, just a bit of an idea. We're obviously Pacific Toyota here in Cairns, so mate, we're lucky enough to have two massive big pre-owned yards up here. I'm currently standing at 235 Mulgrave Road. You can even see our Toyota Lexus showrooms up the hill there. Our service department's down the road. We've got another identical yard up at 77 Mulgrave Road as well. And mate, yeah, like I said, we're lucky enough to be the biggest pre-owned yard for Toyota in Queensland and about number 2 in Australia at the moment as well. So it means we get some absolutely awesome cars just like this one here. 2021, only done about 24,000 Ks. Full service history through Ldv as well, so down in Brisbane, as we do source cars from all over Australia as well. So mate, just going to start from the very front here. Looking incredibly clean across the front. No really sort of marks or anything like that. Just a tiny little, just a little one there and there of very fine sort of stone chips, about probably the tip of your pen kind of thing. Stuff like that, mate. If they're any concern for you, let us know, and it's obviously stuff we can get touched up and have a look at, and you know, do whatever we sort of got to look at to help out as much as we can. Now I did kick out these tyres because I wanted you to be able to see the tread on those, so pretty much brand new tyres on there as well. Incredibly very tidy alloys there too. As we come around, just a very minor little sort of stone chip there. There's a couple of little ones through the actual front bumper, but obviously being a van, they do a lot of highway miles, so there is just a couple of little those ones across there. But again, it's mate, that's all stuff that we can look at getting potentially touched up for you. We got the little light bar there too. I'll show you how that all works once we jump inside. It's all wide through the high beam and everything as well. So similar to this side, just those very fine sort of little ones there and there as well. Mate, if you can't see those in the cameras, just let me know, and happy to organise some extra photos and that as well. So super tidy down the side of the car. We of course guarantee with all our cars, no write-offs, no flood damage, hail damage or anything like that. Very tidy across the roof. I chamoised. We've had some awesome weather here, so I did chamois the car, but I just couldn't quite reach the roof in the middle there. As you can see about the length of my arms. But very tidy across the roof there, and of course at the moment, of course, that price is drive away. We did reduce it down to the 30,990 as well. So it's an absolute bargain. Currently one of the cheapest in Queensland. So very tidy down the passenger side here too. You can see those little tread there as well. And again, just take you around to the front of that wheel there too. But very clean. Looks like a tiny little bit of, no, that's just a bit of dirt that's come right off. Disregard. So very clean through the actual passenger side here. We're pretty tight for room because we do have a lot of cars in stock at the moment. But I'll take you through the passenger door card there as well. So, electric windows the whole way around, of course. We've got the leather seats here too, obviously being the plus. Fitted floor mats, fitted dash mat. Just show under there as well. And I can guarantee no smoker smell or anything like that there too. All your manuals, books, everything's in the inside here. So obviously for the G10 Plus, like I said, full LDV service history. There we go. So 5,500 kilometres LDV at October 2021. 1st of January, 10,000 kilometres at the same place. And then 20,000 kilometres in July 2022 at Canberra. So again, all around that sort of Brisbane Sunny Coast area. And then so not due again for another service, as you can see up there, until next year, or 35,000 kilometres. So a long way to go there. The previous owners did put this little console in here, so it is removable. That does just come straight out, but it's a really nifty console for drinks and all that sort of stuff. I do believe that might lift up as well, but very handy one there. It does plug into that there too to be able to give you power to it as well. So we've got an extra cigarette plugs down here, so if you want to use those. Otherwise, that just comes straight out. But very clean through the inside here, right up through the roofing as well, and even in through the back. Very well looked after. So I'll close that back up for you. Keep on moving down. So even into the entranceway there too. So just into the now these aren't actually tinted windows. That is just privacy glass. That's how they come out the factory. So man, if you are looking at the window tinting, that's all stuff that we can look at as well. Have it all fitted and ready to go before you obviously we send it down. So very tidy through the actual entrance here. We've got that grip flooring as well through here, which is just fantastic. Plenty of tie down points. So obviously got in the corners there, in the floors, in the corners, in the floors, absolutely everywhere. We've got accessory plugs down the back of the car there too. So if you want to use it for a camping or anything like that. Like I said, we've got these tie down points absolutely everywhere. Same with the corner here too. And then a couple in the roof there as well. So very, very practical cars. Super tidy through the back here. A couple of USB ports and that in the back here as well. Close this one up. Helps if you use it properly. I'll just give you a quick look across that roof there too. And down to the last of the passenger side here too. Looking very clean across the back here. And just down to that last wheel on this side. With absolutely stacks of tread left in there. So rear parking sensors across the back here. Should have a little reverse camera tucked under there too. Very, very well maintained. Little tow bar down the back here as well. And what looks like, I would say, potentially a flat 7-pin plug. Yep, flat 7 pins. I'll just open this up for you. Hopefully we've got enough room. And back here to do so, we do not. So I'm just going to gently rest that there. But very well maintained through that doorway. Even along here on that main entry point. Sort of struggling to see anything to actually be able to point out for you. Obviously the plastic here has just had a little bit of wear. That's obviously the most common bit where people put their items, things like that, to be able to put it into the car. So a tiny little bit of wear in the actual plastic itself, but other than that, extremely well maintained. Even along those wheel arches where you do, a lot of vans get a lot of wear and tear. Very tidy. Plenty of lights through the back as well. I'll just close this one back up for you. So right through that windscreen there, rear windscreen there as well, and down the driver's side. So no cracks or anything like that in the tail lights, of course. And down that body of the car there too. Fuel release is obviously on this side here too. So again, very clean through there. Just a little bit of dust, of course, on the wheels, just from the rain that we've been having. That's just a little bit of dirt. That's just coming right off. Again, extremely clean through the inside here too. On those entry points, and then finally through the driver's side here too. So electric windows, obviously for the front ones, mirror controls and central locking just there for you. Tiniest of little sort of marks just there, just from, I'd say, the drivers, obviously, being the most common person inside, resting their arms there, rings, anything like that, potentially watches. But very clean through the actual entrance there too, even on the door card. That noise is just the keys in my pocket, locking and unlocking the car. Lock this up for you. So we've got 2 keys with this one. So the fob, obviously, with the fold out key there too. So with the central locking, that one, and then of course the main key there too. So both of those will unlock the car and everything like that and start the car there too. But that's just a little blank one in case you ever lose this little fob. So we'll jump inside, start this up for you. Helps if we unlock it. Now that little light bar that I mentioned on the front, that is the switch for that too. So that is wired through your high beam. So being the little 2-litre turbo diesel as well. So we'll start this up, and the G10 Plus, we got some flash stuff in here. Oh, got a little safety, I forgot about that. So a little safety, you've got to have your foot on the brake. So that way kids can't jump in the car and start it up. There we go. So only 23,477 kilometres as it sits right now. No engine lights, no dash lights, of course. Like I said, not due for another service until 35,000 kilometres up there. We've got a little menu down there that we can take you through. So all controlled from the actual steering wheel up on this side here. So we go down between, try this side. Flick between obviously the digital speedo, all your average fuels, all that kind of thing. There's a bunch of different settings that you can go through. Scrolling up and down, so instantaneous fuels, the range, all that sort of stuff through there. The tyre pressures, everything, how long to your next service, all controlled by this little switch here. Cruise controls, obviously, with those ones. Bluetooth controls, everything on the right hand side here too, so you can jump between the different radio stations, all your AM, FM, Bluetooth, all that kind of stuff from the steering wheel on the right hand side here as well. We do have little paddle shifts here as well, so if you are doing the longer miles or towing or anything like that, you can go up the gears, down the gears, all from the actual steering wheel itself if you want a bit more control over those gears. On the left hand side, all your wipers, everything like that, pretty easy. And then on the right hand side, all the headlight settings there too. So parkers, headlights, high beam blinkers and foggies are all like normal. On the right hand side as we come down, the bonnet release is just down there for you too. As we cruise around a little bit more down to this side, like I said, we do have a reverse camera on the back, so as soon as we put that into reverse, you can hear those sensors picking up that wall behind us. So the closer we get, the faster that's going to be. The beauty of this is you can see the back bar and you can see that tote wall there too. So you should never actually, absolutely perfect for lining up with trailers, and you should never actually damage anything behind you because you can physically see and hear all that as well. So little gear shifters just down here, so currently we're in reverse, up to neutral, over to drive as well. And of course, you can see at the top there, neutral, reverse, and then drive. Now we've got that manual one. So all I've done is just flick that over one more again, and we're now in that manual mode there too. So we can control it from here. So second gear, and of course it doesn't want to hurt the car, so it won't let you take off out of anything higher than second. So anything that's you try and do with the gearing, with the manual controls, that's bad for the engine. It's simply going to come with a notification saying you can't do that. Very clever system. Otherwise we push that for park. As we keep coming around, aircon controls down the bottom here, they've got their own little display here too. So fan speed in the middle, temperature there, and of course where you want it coming out of, all through there as well. A couple of little blank switches, so if you ever want to put more lights or anything like that on the car, you've got the options to do so there. As we come up, massive big touchscreen display here too. So again, this little menu button is going to bring you to this menu every time. It is touchscreen, so you can jump between there, go between different options. Obviously the music settings in there, what's currently playing, the AUX things there, and of course your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto options there for you as well. As we cruise down, like I said, we've got that accessory plug, USB and AUX ports in there. We've got little cup holders down the bottom there too. So awesome little setup that comes right out. But very, very tidy through here, mate. Absolutely fantastic car. Massive big blind spot, what do you call them? Sun visors there too, which actually take up the whole mirror. A lot of them are too short and still get that sun in the mornings, but they're nice big ones there too. Adjustable seat belts, drop down handles on both sides. I'm pretty sure this one's even a cup holder. Sorry, the sunny holder up the top. Cup holder, jeez. And no mirrors on those either. But very, very tidy on the inside here. I'm going to leave this car running for just a second. We're going to jump out. But thank you again, mate, for your inquiry. If there's anything in this video you can't quite see, or you couldn't quite, or you want a closer look at, just let me know. And yeah, very much look forward to hearing your feedback soon.